Attention crypto gossipators, things are about to get interesting. Remember, not financial advice.
Hey guys, what is up? I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's having an amazing day because I am as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So guys, there is this little detail that is being mentioned about Bone that needs to be addressed because people are looking at it like a weakness. And that is, guys, this weakness, it's the amount of holders that we have right now. So we're at around 95.5k, and all of us want to reach the psychological number of 100k, yet many people are even talking about, us being at 1 million. Why are we not at 1 million if Bone is so amazing? If it has all these utilities and use cases and stuff. Now, I have to really break it down to you and make a few comparisons of the circulating supply, of the amount of holders we have, and why, we're not going to reach this crazy number of millions and millions, because it just doesn't make sense compared to the circulating supply. And if it did happen, obviously Bone's price would skyrocket like no tomorrow. But there is a reason why it's at this price, not this price, I mean at this amount of holders, and this amount of holders does justify the movements that we've been going through and what we could actually see in the future. Guys, we are looking at 100k. I know a lot of you are going to write down right now that we need those 100k to get on these big exchanges like Binance and Coinbase. That is very true, and I'd love to have 100k. And do I think this is going to happen? Of course it's going to happen. I mean, right now, if I was to go on Etherscan, right? So, guys, look at this. 95.5. This is where we are, right? Maximum total supply 250. We could round it up. Obviously, we know some of it has to be put to the side, right? We take 230 million circulating supply. Imagine if we had 1 million holders. It just wouldn't make sense, because per holder, if we would have to average out, it'd be about 230 Bone. Is 230 Bone really such a good bag? Is it that convincing? I mean, is it that logical? I don't think so. And I think right now, the amount of holders that we have, we're in a perfect position because that gives us opportunities to load up more. It's not as saturated. And will this grow? Of course it's going to grow. Because remember, we are going into a bull run. There's going to be a lot of crypto holders out there. There's a lot of money flowing around. There's going to be a lot of new crypto holders. So a lot of opportunity to attract the attention. And the attention is very important if we want to reach 100k. But this whole video is just to talk to you about, the fact that you shouldn't worry too much because it's all coming. And these delusional numbers that some people are throwing at me, they're saying, well, 1 million holders. Guys, 1 million holders, that means that we could only hold 230 max. I don't think that's very possible. I don't think so. And does the amount of holders really justify the amount of success? Well, of course, it will show the popularity, and popularity is important, right? Because popularity could equal demand and many other things. But let me remind you that within Bone, within all these holders that we have a lot of holders that are going to be loading up on more Bone. Bone could be bought up more without this number changing that much. And some of these holders are going to be, of course, making their bags heavier. And some of them are already holding a lot. So if you're looking at 95.5, you have to remember that some of them are very, very big holders. So in order for us to absolutely, make this whole supply of what we have right now, if you were to check the statistics, around 160 million circulating supply, because we have a lot staked, bridged, and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, a few whales, okay, if we were to reach 100k, it would take a few whales to just diminish this supply, just destroy it, take it out. They would have the power to do that. So for you to say that, this doesn't have that many holders, Well, you should be actually also focusing on the fact that some of these holders could actually take out a lot from the supply, because supply isn't that large. And out of these 95.5, guess what? There will be a lot of them that hold a lot of money. They have a lot of capital, and they can go into Bone. They can load up on Bone. Simple as that. So you sometimes have to start thinking, more outside the box. You got to be more like rational. You look at this number, and some people, they start panicking, and they're like, well, we should be having more holders. Yeah, I'm not against having more holders, but I'm also saying that a lot of these holders will be repeat buyers. So you don't need exactly lots and lots of holders in order to take out this circulating supply, in order to push the demand up for Bone, because this pressure could come in from these existing holders. And these existing holders, they're investing because of the use case, utility that Bone has, and Bone still hasn't performed to its fullest. Right, because Shibarium hasn't performed to its fullest, and Shibarium is still waiting for the big projects to come in, for a lot of money to actually start pouring in. And guess what? Bone is going to be loaded up on. So projects are going to come in, and a lot of these investors right now that are within Bone, that are part of this 95.5, guess what? When they start seeing Bone's utility and it being used more and more, of course they're going to go in and load up on their bags even more. Simple as that. Right? So remember, there's a lot of repeat buyers. And on top of it, right, Bone has a very specific type of holder base. Now, when we compare it to Shiba Inu, it's very different. Shiba Inu, a lot of these are rookie investors. These are the typical investors that go in and they're like, hey, I just checked the charts. Looks like Shiba Inu did very well last bull run, had a peak. Guess what? I'm going to diversify my bag, going to buy a bit of Shiba Inu, and that's it. Now, Bone is very different because Bone doesn't really have such a strong history when it comes to the price. It doesn't. We did hit $3, but it's not really that enthusiastic. It's not that crazy, right? $3 from now on would be like a 5x. And, when you look at Shiba Inu's graph, it looks way better. So a lot of the investors that Bone has are these informed, educated, sophisticated investors that really know what they are investing into. They understand the principles behind the gas token. Simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. That is how it works here. Now, a lot of these holders are holders with a lot of crypto knowledge. Getting to 100K, don't be worried. We'll get there. We'll definitely get there. It could come in different ways and shapes, right? We could literally have one influencer, one big influencer, or a few of them promote Bone, and that's going to drag in a lot of new Bone holders. And I'm talking about these influencers that cover cryptos in general, right? I'm not talking about a Bone influencer, because a Bone influencer already has Bone holders watching them, just like myself. But I'm talking about crypto influencers in general. So all it takes is that, or maybe some other exchanges in some new markets. And when we get 100K, we'll be listed on all the big dogs as well, and that's going to create a dominoes effect. So it's all coming in. Bull run, very interesting time, yeah. Although there will be a lot of these rookie investors that kind of, just throwing in money, maybe first-time investors whatsoever. There will also be a lot of investors that will be doing a lot of due diligence, and I think on paper, Bone looks very strong. It looks very undervalued. There's a lot of potential for it to grow, and as you know, it's been going in waves, and now we're at the dip, so we're waiting to go back up. Great thing, guys. Great things. If you really think it through, you can make a bag here, big bag. You can grow your bags, make a lot of profit here, guys. What I'm trying to say in general, that it's all a matter of time until you see it all pumping and going in. And if you're too worried about the amount of holders, and it's a bit negative here, guys, all it takes is events, steps, and time, and that will grow. Of course, it had to grow somehow from 0 to this number, right? And now we're in the most exciting period of the time, most exciting year with the most developments, with most everything. So of course we're going to grow. Where else are we going to go, right? And money and investors is everywhere. It's just that, being able to push it out there and being able to get this exposure. So stop worrying about this stuff. You know, there's many other issues that I need to discuss in regards to the Shiba ecosystem and so on, but I'm just gonna just look at this holder amount and keep you guys a little bit calm. And yes, I completely agree with you that it's nice to actually increase. I'm not saying that we should be at this level, and this is a great level. It's not the greatest of the greatest, but there are things behind it, right? And this isn't either, I wouldn't say it's a horrible level. And just because you haven't seen any big moves, well, they will come. They will come because there are many factors that will be triggering these moves. So stay calm. Just stay calm with it. Stay informed as well. Draw up your plans and understand that Bone also depends a lot on Shibarium. And I think right now, once we're getting all these Shibarium integrations, and I think institutions and projects and so on are really starting to notice Shibarium, they will start also seeing a Bone. And maybe we won't have, you know, another, say for example, 100, 200,000 holders join. I mean, you never know. That's the thing. But if you think about it, you could have 100 holders come in, right? And we still haven't even reached 100K, and yet we've already, they've already loaded up on another 50 million a Bone, as an example. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of rich people. You guys think that, you know, investors, they're just putting in thousands. Guys, there are investors out there with millions and millions, and for them, it's a nothing. They are prepared to go in. That's the whole point of it. So as of now, please, guys, just chill. Really, chillax. It's all gonna work out. Just keep watching my videos. I've got a lot of interesting content coming out in regards to Bone, right? And I am going to be responsible for your well-being. I'm going to keep you in the right mood. I'm going to keep you excited, and I'm going to get you ready for this bull run. Get you ready big time, okay? Because remember, you know, I don't just talk about cryptos here. I try to motivate the people, because that's what a lot of people lack. I mean, you can watch other influencers and they're going to be talking about all these numbers. They're going to be taking out all these calculators and going into all the, you know, very deep stuff. Sometimes it just gets boring. You just need somebody to tell you like, hey, wait it out. Everything's looking, you know, great. We're preparing. We're getting ready. There might be some other problems and issues somewhere, but that's for another video. I'll talk about, I'll discuss, and I'll tell you how we can figure this out. But as of now, make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn that notifications bell on, guys. It means a lot to me. You know, I'm really trying hard with this content. It's all for you guys. So that would be the minimum, you know, from you guys, to at least engage, like, and just share the video, or recommend these videos for those that are kind of feeling a bit low about their bags. I'm here to keep your spirits high up. So as usual, guys, big thank you to everyone. I really do appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.